Hey everyone, thank you for joining me for another video, and today we are diving back into Frostpunk in what's possibly the last episode of this little particular scenario, as we've got the Great Storm arriving in one day. We've got everything covered out in the Frostland that we could do. Obviously as the storm's getting closer, everything's freezing up. Yeah, we've still got a few places over here that haven't frozen yet because the storm's moving this way. But yeah, everything that we would want to have gotten is has now become an absolutely apocalyptic hellscape out there. So we are now pretty much just waiting on getting the last little bits and pieces done prior to the storm. So we've got 38,900 odd, 38,500, sorry, coal, which is about 10 days worth of coal. We have 3 advanced coal mines, all being run by automatons, so they're running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they don't care about the cold. We've got automatons again, are in the steelworks. Those are good, we're pretty much there on steel. Same with that still works. We've got our 2 wall drills, the steam wall drills. We haven't updated them to the advanced wall drills. We don't really need them to at this moment in time. We've got a steam core left. We could upgrade one of them, but we don't need to. We don't need to use wood at this time. So we are at the moment just gonna run through today, and then when the start of the Great Storm hits, we're at minus 80 at the moment. And so we're going to go down to minus 90. So if we have a look at our temperature zone at the moment, so the cookhouse is chilly. We can turn that up and raise that 3 more levels. That won't be a problem. The house of prayer is chilly, not a problem. The public house, we'll have to turn that off potentially during the storm. Workshops, they'll possibly have to be turned off, most likely. They're chilly at the moment. The wall drill, don't care. House of prayer, don't care. Cookhouse is chilly. That's okay, it's a low risk of falling ill. We've got the child shelter is chilly. We may have to turn that off and let the kids go back to their homes, but obviously that'll mean they won't help out in the engineering. But as we're going to turn the workshops off. Was it engineering or medical apprentices I've got the kids doing? Oh, medical apprentices. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's alright. There we go. We've got the steam at level 4, so it's the maximum it can do. We can turn on the overdrive, and that will raise temperature in all heat zones by 2 levels. But that does stress the generator, and if you leave that on too long, generator goes bang. Again, we can test that out at some point if you like. Do a playthrough where we blow the generator up just for fun and games. Right, generator range upgrade 3 done. Let's get that back to level 1 because we don't need it to be all the way up. And what else have we got? So we've got all the heating stuff done, so that's one of the most important bits. Don't need to worry about everything in here because, again, this is the normal stuff we have in there. And food, health and shelter, we have all of that done. Right then, sorry about that, where were we? Someone come to the door. Right, yes, so we've got hothouses we could start doing research on just for the pure giggles, but there's no reason to. The hothouses, just so you get an idea what they are, a hothouse is an area that uses a steam core and it builds crops that can then be grown and harvested within the city itself. So rather than where we've been building flying hunters and had the hunters' huts, you build the hothouse instead, and that does pretty much the same sort of thing. And that'll do 30 raw crops a day, and as you go up and increase those, it allows you more. So yeah, we don't need to worry too much. I'm not really going to bother doing too much else in the way of any research at the moment. I've done playthroughs where I've absolutely maxed this out, and I'm not needing to do that now. We'll no doubt do another playthrough at some point where we'll probably look at possibly trying the higher difficulty levels, and we'll possibly do one with hot houses alone. I think there's one of the other scenarios where you have to use hot houses because you don't have the staff to be able to use the hunters' hangars. So we will no doubt see that as time goes on. But anyway, let's get back to the storm, because we're all waiting for the storm to come. So what we can do is we can get everybody out of here, turn these off. And get everyone out of there and turn that off as well, because then that stops everyone, or any of the discontent about overtime work, because we're not got anyone in there and those are turned off. So there we go. Sorry about that, I had to mute the mic, I had a sneeze coming on. Anyway, don't need anything more in the factory, so we might as well, while we're here, start preparing for what is the inevitable chill that's going to appear. So that's the end of the final night before the storm. So we'll get one more set out of the hunters' hangars, or the flying hunters, sorry. So they will, they will be able to top up our amount of raw food, and our automatons can work through that food in the morning, just to make sure that everything is all good, and we have more than enough coal. We might actually get the 40,000 I was hoping. Oh, here we go. Let's see if we can. Obviously, when it comes time to turning on everything to turn up the heaters in various places, we know that's going to increase our heat usage. So that's fine. We all can work with that. Oh, we're just teetering. We're nearly there. Come on, a little bit more. I don't care if we hit it and then go straight back underneath. I just want to be able to go, yes, we've had 40,000. Yeah, there we go. 40,000 coal. Look at that. Template influence people to mend their ways. Good. You can't turn these off, so not too worried about that. Public house. That's chilly, but we'll get that up once it's. We'll get the heaters on, we'll get those up. Resource depots, don't care about those. Faith keepers, they're doing alright. Well, we'll do that to keep the store. Once the storm's in, we'll start dumping some more of the stuff from the Faith, because that way we can use that to keep the hope up during the storm. So there we go. So we're going to drop one level to -90. And that's the way it's going to be for several days, which is fine. We can work around that. That's not too much of a problem. So, who have we got in a way of engineers working? So that's you in the infirmary, and you in that infirmary. So what we'll do is where's our steelworks? We'll take the automaton off the steelworks and turn that off. We'll put you into that infirmary. And we'll take the automaton off that steelworks, turn that off, and we'll put you in that infirmary. So there we go. So that's a few less people in the healthcare. There we go. We've got 5 over here in this infirmary, which is fine. We'll take one of our wall drills. Where is it? It's around here, isn't it? Take you off of there, and we will. Oops, a daisy. I meant to turn that off. You can turn off. Done. At least that's good. And then you can go over into the infirmary that's over there. You're already in that infirmary, so that's good. So we have no engineers working, but we have a bunch of workers, of which a lot of those, as you can see, are in things like the houses of healing, and you're in that house of healing, which we may well be able to turn those off until absolutely necessary. They're in field kitchen, that we can probably turn off. We don't really need that. And where's the other one? The other one's there, that can turn off and go there. Right, good. We're nearly there, and the storm's going to be hitting us in 3 hours. So, final check over before it all hits. So we've got 5 in a pub, 10 in the Faith Keepers. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. And what else have we got? Yeah, how's the healing? How's the healing? And then the rest of them are all in Hunter's Hangars. So we might have, what, 35 workers who are still going to be employed. And the rest is all going to be down to automatons. There you go. Hell has frozen over. The wind, I can't hear my own thoughts. Yeah, it's not quite gotten that bad yet. Come on, it's still minus 80. Come on, it's balmy and warm out there. What are you on about? Okay, here we go. Oh, 10 minutes. Right, let's see what happens. Good, our hunt, here we go. Now everything's starting to get colder. Right. As soon as that hits, there we go. Ah, the storm hits the city. A howling gale bursts upon the city, and the generator creaks and groans under the weight of the wind. Pale faces turn towards rattling windows, trembling lips utter words of prayer. The cold will be brutal. Hunting is impossible. The soil in the hothouses will freeze. We'll have to make do with the food we've stockpiled. The city must survive. Okay, here we go. Survive the storm. We've prepared well for the coming storm. Now all that's left is to survive until it passes. Alright, so now that's done, you see, our hope has taken an absolute battering. So, what we'll do is while that goes there, right, now that the temperature has stopped and everything has dropped, let's go in and let's start dealing with our Hunter's Hangars. Get people out of there, turn off. Same again, and we'll just do this for all the hunters that we've got, so that way then everything is covered. Okay, good, nearly done. 2 more to go, oh 3 more to go actually. What are you? Oh, you're not. Not Hunter's Hut. Yep. Take 10 of you out of there. Close you off. And oh no, there was one more. Ha 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 ha. Perfect. Right. There you go. So that's all those done. Right. So public house. We're cold, so it's 7. So we're 6. So we'll be able to pop that on, which will get that up to temperature. Cookhouse, that is building insulation and heat zone, that makes it up to 6, and we're at 7, so we'll up that, which will increase it by 3 levels. That'll make that comfortable. Cookhouse, same again, we'll do that here. That'll also, we know, that'll make that comfortable. And the child shelter, that it is, again, it's got all the insulation is at level 6, and that's to level 7. So let's turn the heater on for that, and we should be, when we give that a moment to let it all work out. Oh, here we go. Oh, blimey. That's going to drop 1 level, 2 level, 3 levels. Oh, crikey. So that's going to be minus 100, 110, 120. Holy buggery. Public house is cold because it's that time of day. Faith Keepers is very cold. We'll want to turn that on. Keep them warm. You can have all of your bits done. You can do your bit. And that should hopefully help us out a bit with our hope and everything. Oh, a couple of the hunters' hangars hadn't arrived back. Oh well. Well, we've turned them off and let their people go. Oh, that sounds hauntingly bad. The end is nigh. Alright, so let's leave this going. See what are our people doing at the moment. Standing around looking dumbfounded. Marvellous. Gotta hand it to 11-bit Studios though. I will say their animation style for everything is absolutely brilliant. The steam hubs look great. The automatons look absolutely amazing. And just the art style is just such a really cool alternate Victorian-esque steampunk aesthetic, which just looks really good. Anyway, enough of me gushing about that. Right, let's speed time up a bit because we can't really do anything at the minute while we're waiting. Okay, so we've got tons of food. Got lots of raw food still to process, so we're going to have, because we're at the top of the raw food that we've got, or the amount of food rations we've got, things don't sound healthy. Right, let's speed time up a bit. Get through day one anyway, and then we get to watch the world get even colder. Temple has influenced people to mend their ways. Good. Right, nighttime session starting. Get everyone's out by the generator. That should hopefully help keep everyone a little bit happier. Oh, look at all that go. Everyone's coming around the generator. Bet that must be nice. Oh, and the automaton's going to recharge itself from the generator as well. Lovely. That animation's really cool. Oh, here they go. They're going for their procession. All bunching up. I'm going to walk around. Oh, here comes the first of the sick people. Now, hopefully, we shouldn't be too bad on sick people. We should have enough cover. What we got in healthcare? Healthcare. 2 untreated citizens. We've got quite a few beds we can be working through, but so far there's none. So we can take 60 people in as they stand and 20 people into the care home for needing prosthetics. Oh, what have we got here? Danger of collapse. Sir, one of our engineers wants to tell you. He's concerned about the danger that the cold poses to our mines. We're doing everything we can to heat the mines, but the air we're pumping into the shafts is so cold now that the hydraulic roof supports are starting to freeze. When they do, the tunnels will start collapsing. Okay, keep me informed. Right, how are we doing on our consumption? So we're still tons ahead of what we're doing, so we can afford to lose a little bit of efficiency in our coal mines. Plus as well, we do have our automatons running in it. So less danger that something's going to collapse, in the sense of, you know, something hurting a human. An automaton can probably be repaired. Technically a human can as well in some regards, the fact that if a limb gets broken off, you just put a prosthetic on. Because we've already signed that book of law. The music, again, really does help this. Piotr Musial, who was the composer, did some really cracking music. But again, I'm not going to play the music because I don't know what the copyright status is. And, yeah, if you want to hear the really good music, buy the game. It really does add to the game. But having no music as well is all you hear is sort of the atmospheric sounds of the ambience around here of the storm that's going on out there. So here we go. We are now at 7 AM, so we now have the next one. Minus 100 degrees. Alright. Let's finish hearing all the ice cracking. I do love as well around the outside here that you see where it's all starting to freeze up around the outside of the camera angling. Well, just to let you know, just in case you hadn't realised, it's chuffing cold out there. Anyway, oh hello. The mines are freezing. Sir, it's so cold that the hydraulic roof supports in our coal mines are failing. The tunnels collapse and lower levels will be cut off. We should either abandon them or send volunteers to replace supports, but the task is extremely dangerous. Send volunteers. 10 volunteers will be sent to each mine. Some of them may die. Or abandon the lower level. The output of all types of coal mines will fall by 80%. Now, I said I don't mind them dropping a little bit, but dropping by 80% is a wee bit too much. Yeah. So go on. Before I make the decision, type in the comment down below. Which one would you choose? Will you send people to their deaths, or will you take the loss of 80% of your coal mining efficiency? Bear in mind we do have 40,000 coal, which, as I say, is about 10 days worth of coal. What would you do? What's your moral compass tell you to do? I'll give you a moment. Type it in the comments. And I'll review them for the next campaign we do, or the next scenario we play. Right. So, what am I going to do? I've got a load of coal spare, so I could easily do the abandoned lower levels, but, you know, I think if we've got the automatons and we're doing everything we can to... that could be up to 10 volunteers be sent to each mine. So that could be up to 30 people getting killed. Or we accept the risk of we're going to have loss of 80% and we don't know how long the storm's going to last for. I'm going to go with the send the volunteers. I'll risk it. Might as well risk it for a biscuit. Let's see how many go. 30 of our people died. Oh! Wow. Alright, well, that was unexpected. Hey, our food might last a bit longer now. It's alright. Let's worry about that. 101 vacant beds. Well, we've got loads of vacant beds. Oh well, right. Let's run time on then, as I've already killed 30 people. I think that's 30 ceremonial funerals. My hope should be... Oh, look at that. It's right in the roof. Right through the roof there. Look at it. But, yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. Minus 100 and still the city's hope is pretty high. Right, we're going down to 110, then 120. Then we got... Hang on. 110. So that's 110. That's 120. That's 3 levels. That's minus 150. No amount of heaters are going to help that. Aw, dang. Oh well. You better get healed quick, because there's going to be a bunch more of your mates coming in there in about 3 days. Let's blast through the rest of this, because I don't think I'm going to be... everyone's going to survive this. How do we? Nearly 6 o'clock at night. Good, day's nearly over. Well, we haven't got as many sick people as I thought we might have. So, yeah, we're doing all right at the minute. I know it may not sound it. Okay, more hands needed. Sir, the volunteers we sent to keep the mines running weren't enough. There's been a cave-in. Either we send more people to open the tunnels and replace the rest of the supports, or sacrifice to the first group will be in vain. 7 more people, so that's 5 to each mine and be another 15, or abandon them and the output will drop by 70%. It's getting better so far, let's risk another 15. 15 of our people died. And did you notice that? Our hope just went up. Go figure. Yeah, I sent a bunch of people to die. We're a lot more hopeful. It's good. Okay. So 654. We're down a bit from where we were. We were like nearly 700. But you know, what can we do? Now here we go. Now's where we're going to start getting everybody getting sick. Got to be careful with this. We have got enough food rations that we can push the extra rations for the ill. Bloody hell, we're getting a lot of sick people. Oh, dang it. How many did I say I had in here? About 60 I can take, and I'm already at 43. Oh, damn. And we've hit our 60. Right, so why are you lot so cold? Well, you're all chilly. Their workshops are very cold, but they're turned off. Houses of prayer don't have people in and don't have heaters. Workshops are off. Infirmaries are cold or chilly, but they're not too cold at the moment. But might have to turn the heaters on for them when the heating goes back or the temperature drops again, which is going to do in a minute. Right, let's get you bunch of buggers. Oh, picking up the infirmaries as well. That's lovely. Right, let's throw all this lot in. I know we've got a bit of excess food, so we should be all right. Let's see what we can do about trying to get everyone in and out as quick as possible. Okay, now we're down to 110. Right, okay, how's the consumption looking? We're still high, but we've got a lot more places that are very, very cold. We've even got our houses are cold. Right, let's go. Let's get the heating on the care house. Let's go turn the heaters on in all the healthcare places. Because we're going to need those to be working alright, because we're going to have sick people we have to deal with. And when they're too cold, they become inoperative. So, yeah. Kind of need to be a bit careful. Oh, now what? Mines operational. Sir, the volunteers managed to replace the critical supports in the lower levels of our coal mines. Our coal supply is safe for now, but the cost was great. 45 of our people paid with their lives to give us a chance of survival. They will be honoured. Of course I'll do the ceremonial funerals. Of course I'll be honoured. So people are getting in and getting treated, that's good. What I might just do is I might turn on the generator overdrive during the night, because that might well help with keeping people warmer and staving off the wave of sick people. Let's probably do that about 9 o'clock in game time. So see, that's one level. It's going to be minus 120. That's that minus 3 I'm worried about. That's going to really muck me around. doing 9 o'clock. Let's throw that on. That'll be an extra 3. How's that look for everything? Ah, look at that. Everyone's livable. That's nice. Now, one thing you have to be careful of is the generator stress level. The generator stress level increases when the overdrive is on. When the stress level reaches 100%, the generator will explode and the game will end. There we are. Nice and happy moment there. Hopefully, at least this may well allow us to have some slightly less people getting sick. No, not really. That didn't work out as planned. Oh well. But we're going down to 120 now, so we will turn off the overdrive when it comes time for normal day start. At least with 56 people being ill, at least they're not gravely ill, which is usually frostbite or, which will then possibly require a removal of a limb. Right, let's get the generator overdrive turned off as it's now normal daytime. Then we're going to get -20. Now, this now poses us a challenge. Child shelter can't be used. It's inoperative because it's too chuffing cold. There are no children in the shelter, which is fine. Cookhouse can't be used. It's too cold. That's a problem. And all of our houses are now very cold. So we're now -10 heat levels, and we have 8 insulation. So we're -2, so we're 20. So the base of the house is designed to be for an environment 20 degrees hotter than this. So -100 we were okay, -120, oh, we're buggered. Sir, one of our engineers came crashing through the door, white-faced, demanding to see you. I've run the calculations with the new data. The storm will pass in a couple of days, but the temperature just before the end will drop drastically. Nothing can protect us from such cold. Panic is starting to spread and people are losing all hope. We have to stay strong. Okay, can I do anything with public house? Can be turned off. That's too cold. Let's throw some of those around just to get some more of that done. Let's do a procession. We might pull the 10 people out, the Faith Keepers. Can't turn off the child shelter, so we'll have to work with that as best we can. And so let's work on... Oh, hello. What are you complaining about? People refuse to work. Sir, a group of people employed at this House of Healing refuse to go to work today. They say they want to spend their final hours with their families. What should we do? Force them to work or... Oh, force them to work. Sod it. You have to go to work. Deal with it. You're healing people. No one else is working. Alright, let's work on getting these people through. Oh! Citizens have become mildly ill. Oh, crikey. One of our people has become gravely ill. No, that's not one of our people have become gravely ill. That's 40 bloody 2. That's the meaning of life, the universe, and everything. Oh, dang it. Oh, no. There we go. 2, 3. Okay. Let me throw on the... Oh, hang on. Oh, so there we go. So we've got -3, but then it goes up to 3 levels up exactly the next day. Ah, we may well do alright. You know what, I've got 18 prosthetics left. You know, if we're going to end up with a few stumpies, I'm sorry, but we're doing the best we can here. You know, we've at least tried to make the best of the situation. You know, if the bad things happen, we've at least tried to help them to be able to continue and have a fulfilling life. You know, they can't exactly complain that we haven't, you know, tried to be, you know, helpful of their situation. Right. What we could probably use is some judicial use of the old of the generator's overdrive in the evening time. It's on at the moment, so problem is, because this goes up and it will keep going up all the while you use the overdrive. The overdrive won't last the amount of time that's going to take. Because we're up to 16, 17, 18. So you see how quickly that's going up. I know I'm at speed level 2, but still, that won't necessarily last until the end of that. But if we can at least keep some people, 28 people have had frostbite. That's not so good. But we have put in the extra food for people, so we're working with that as best we can. What I think I might do is throw in, and I've got another. I do have another. What's his name? Another steam course. I might well throw in another infirmary there. Nearly done. Let's see if we can survive through. How are we doing on our generator? Our generator's at 38%. Okay, good. Well, all our gravely ill are being treated anyway, so that's good. Let's get that done. Right, we're back into normal daytime. Let's get our generator to have some time to cool down from the overdrive, so that way at least we've got the ability to have it on overdrive overnight for when it's going to get really, or for the next day when it's going to get really cold. Now what? Miracles happened. Sir, it's a miracle. The man who went looking for his daughter is back. He brought her with him. He says that he found her soon after leaving the city, but they got lost and had to wait for a lull in the blizzard to find their way back. They are both exhausted and frostbitten, but very happy. Good, glad to hear it. Now go and get themselves treated. If you can find a spot in a medical bay or anything. Right, people are going through and out the other side pretty quickly. So we're doing alright with that. Okay, here we go. How are we getting on? We are at 33% on the generator's overdrive stress. I mean, we're not going to be able to keep everybody from being cold, but hopefully we at least can get everyone who has been frostbitten, seems to have been able to be dealt with without it being too bad. How long until we've got that? Too long. We're down to 26%. Right, let's get that in before the temperature really drops. It's going up and down again, but you know, at least we've got people who are. Oh, I didn't put any people in there. Right, get you in the infirmary, get the heater on, and let's get some more people dealt with. There we go. So we've got 70 people now being dealt with. We haven't got long left. Oh, here we go. Now it's way too cold, but at least we're softening the blow a little bit with the generator on overdrive. So now we just have the last little bit to go. Okay, let's see how we do. So we're at -50, we've just got to survive a little bit longer. We've got 609 people are freezing. We've got 70 in being done, 190, 189. They're slowly coming down. And we should hopefully have time that we'll be able to... Oh, the storm ends! The wind dies down and the temperature finally starts to rise. An eerie silence descends on the city. Good, let's get that turned off then. Let's get the generator's overdrive turned off as the temperature's gone way, way up. And there you have it. We have completed the scenario. We survived, we made it. It's over, I cannot believe it, it's finally over. We have survived. And now comes a little montage. We started as a small society, some refugees, 80 people, no food, old habits. I do love how it shows you how the town's growing. First, we decided to tighten our belts. Thin soup became our main meal. Yes, it did. Any more for any more? And every day was a struggle. It was. But we got there. So we adapted. Does look very cool, that time lapse. Houses of healing. Evening prayers. Faith keepers maintained unity. Masses of sick. Yeah, there was that. Yet, I think we haven't crossed the line. Faith gave us strength. We survived. So the game's judging us now. 1887, New London. 646 people, minus 30 degrees centigrade. Or Celsius, whichever one you like. There we go. End of the scenario. Well, there we go. Let me know what you thought of that scenario in the comments down below. What choices you would have made differently, what choices you would have made the same. And yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, please do throw a like. And also do consider subscribing. It does help. And I will see you all in the next video. Thank you very much indeed for your time. You take care now. Alright, bye-bye.